foster kid. Tell us about your first kiss.
Nothing to tell.
Speaking of the one that shared it with me, oh no.
Where's that from?
That's an email from my dad. Yeah, I've had my first kiss. It was awesome, and I wouldn't have wanted to share it with anybody else because my boyfriend's very special. What is the most expensive casual item of clothing you've ever bought?
Anything I've gotten from DFTV records, they're like $20, $23 t-shirts. I've gotten 3. Oh, I just added it up for the first time. I'm nauseated.
So much yarn money you could have had.
I know. I could have purchased 30 things of yarn.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine the volume of scarves?
Or you could instead of just a scarf, you could keep it going down and you could have had wallpaper. I had a gift card given to me for my birthday and I bought an outfit for like 20 bucks. What was the first job you ever wanted as a kid?
I wanted to be a star, not like in the sky. And then I wanted to review commercials, like in a magazine column or something.
First I wanted to be a vet, but then I decided that I couldn't euthanize, perform surgery, or give a pet a shot. So, that flew out the window. Then I wanted to be an artist, and I don't know what happened to that. And then I wanted to be a meteorologist, and I wanted to be a secret agent. That lasted for a long time.
I remember you wanting to be a secret
agent. That lasted forever.
I remember coming up with secret agent names for you.
Next question. Tell us about your group of school friends.
Well, us being homeschooled wasn't...
Here they are.
Yeah. Our one friend. We were in a homeschool group and we had a group of school friends, sort of. But they all just kind of dissipated.
We see who are the real friends throughout it all, even though...
Which is pretty much just
me and you.
These two. I'm still friends with Emma.
True.
But she's not homeschooled anymore.
No.
And then, we each have our dance friends. 2 groups you can talk to if you have anything to add.
But yeah, they're my dance friends and church friends. We still have friends even though we're homeschooled. So this view right here of what homeschoolers look like probably isn't helping much. What would you name your kids?
I have a very classic name. So I like really eccentric names for girls. Like Rhiannon, Juniper, Indigo, and then any name that starts with Joe, except for Jody. Not a big fan of Jody. I like names of birds, like wren and sparrow. Names of colors. She's getting tired of my rambling.
No.
For boys, I like Irish names, biblical names, and names with the long A in them.
My turn. Well, I'm pretty much set on what my 2 for sure kids' names will be, and I'm apologizing right now if any of my other kids someday happen upon this video, if YouTube still exists, and say, well, why didn't you think of my name back then?
Because you're just so special that she had to wait until she had you in her stomach and knew your beautiful presence.
Yeah. My grandma asked me to promise her that I would name my kid Bella someday. Isabella, the full name. And I've always loved that name.
Apparently I look like Bella from Twilight. I also look like a nice person.
I see the nice person, but I don't see the Bella from Twilight.
Yeah, neither do I. I smile too much.
Favorite, and then my boy name that I want to use is my grandpa's middle name, which is Everett. Things happen, people argue with their husbands about names, they have family members that go, hey, I like this name.
Just never tell anyone while you're pregnant what the name is, except for your husband. You should probably tell him that.
Yeah, I don't recommend. That could cause problems in your marriage.
Why are you called that?
Because you thought I was Jamaican. You called me Salmon.
Salmon!
So it turned into salmon.
Yeah, I actually read it in a book. Someone with her name. His nickname was Salmon. It was a book about Jews in the Civil War.
Oh.
I am called Pippie because I'm the punk hippie. Tell us about your favorite school teacher.
That would have to be my mommy.
Mine too. Homeschool!
Yeah!
What's the strangest food you've ever eaten?
Cat food, dog food, fried squid, frog legs.
Play-Doh doesn't count.
Play-Doh doesn't count because it's not technically a food.
Nor does deodorant.
Nor does deodorant, but you know what? If you want to know what deodorant tastes like, just eat a persimmons.
Strangest food I've eaten, probably like liver dip with potato chips, which is so yummy. And then like pickled herring on saltine. Tell us about your first concert that you went to.
I was a baby. I think it was my first concert, and I think they're called Black Hawk. The lead singer kissed me on the head. The first concert I remember was a Starfield concert at a church that I got to go to for free.
The first concert I went to was either at the church my dad was a youth pastor at, and it was some bald guy with a really deep voice who sang, or the other youth group my dad taught at later, and it was like a bunch of local teenage bands too who played rock music, and I really didn't like that. What is your favorite place in the world?
Anywhere you are.
Yeah.
Or Paris.
She's never been to Paris.
I've never been to Paris.
My favorite place in the world is in a car when people are not playing loud music. But if I'm just in a car driving through the country with like fields of grain and corn on either side.
But is it the first grade, Mrs. What is it? That's
First grade.
Okay. I've got to switch. There we go.